Adebayo.
And what makes Bam special is his versatility, offensively and defensively. He can do a lot more out there for you than most other guys.
Back to Robinson. Down low. Here's Brunson. 6 to shoot. He drops it from range. Bridges has got 5.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Ware with it. Give him 8 points now. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect. Well, that's surprising. This guy is a good mid-range shooter, just can't get it to go.
Hero right side. Powell outside. To the paint. Adebayo. And Miami again with the bucket.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Blocked! Oh, they get a hand on it. Up in time. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Miami going into the break up 12. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show.
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Karl Anthony Towns is now familiar with the ethos of this Knicks team. He said they're gritty, they find a way to win, they never quit, bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back to you.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's Clarkson. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Well, Jordan Clarkson loves the offensive end, and he's in the flow on that drive. That's nice.
Fast break. Here comes New York. Pass to Sohan. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Johnson.
If he's got that much space, he's got the green light. He just doesn't make it.
Jaquez, that's good. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender, because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
Smith into the lane. Pass to Jaquez. And it's New York with a rebound. On the wing, Clarkson. Back to Sohan. Fires from deep. Some solid D from Jaquez. Here's Larson. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And he drives in. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Sohan. New York again can't hit. Miami leading by 16. It's Jaquez on the wing. Pass to Larson. It's stolen by Clarkson. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Robinson. Off target at the rim. Miami shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Now at the line.
So the Knicks. So it's Miami now. Smith outside. Picked by Smith. Jaquez drives in. And he banks in the layup. Jaquez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game.
Josh Hart. First personal foul.
That one misses. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Heat making a change here.
Now in the game for Miami.
52 seconds left in the first half. And no good. The dry spell continues. And Anunoby pulls it down. Knicks trail by 20. Kicks it out Towns. And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, the Knicks missing. Miami with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. And, yep, it's good. Takes it inside. Smith with the rebound.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And so it's Miami continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And there was. Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. New York with the ball. It's Shamet on the wing. Misses the three. Miami leading by 22. Here's Jaquez. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sochan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And it's Miami's ball. Outside Johnson. Right side Jaquez. Just 2 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's 8 points for Jaime Jaquez.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. And here's Smith. No points yet. The shot by Johnson, no good. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers, for example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds, and in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Back to you, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. They set the pick. Jaquez drives in. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And clearly not enough defensive presence there.
Boy, he just took advantage and a ferocious jam.
You know, but at this level, almost any guy can throw it down on you if you leave him wide open.
He takes it in. And Alvarado gets it to go.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Pass to Johnson. The three is up. It's rebounded by New York. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Well, the painted area is really where Mitchell Robinson thrives, Doris.
B.A., he might be the best offensive rebounder in the game, and his ability to do that helps teams win on the margins. He's also a menace on the defensive end, a massive presence at the rim.
Clarkson, right side. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Well, one thing we know about Jordan Clarkson, he's going to shoot it, Doris.
Well, B.A., he's been given the green light by virtually every coach he's played for. He's been one of those guys off the bench that you can count on for consistent productivity, and that's invaluable. Listen, the bench has got to produce if you're going to be an effective team.
To the inside. Robinson with a steal. Tipped. Smith with it. Guarded now by Alvarado. Jaquez. Good work defensively by Robinson. Here's Shamet. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Miami leading by 20. Outside Jaquez to the middle. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson. Robinson with the block. Shamet into the lane. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Shamet's got 4 points in the quarter.
And this offensive surge is just what they needed right now.
Johnson on the wing. Down low. To win the cold spell.
If a teammate's open in the painted area, you give him the basketball. Those are high-quality shots.
And there's the call on Jeremy Sohan. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Inside. Here's Johnson. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan. First free throw is good. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Knicks trail by 21. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And it's Alvarado missing. Johnson on the wing. He's got 5. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul. Third team.
Free throw drops for Johnson. The Knicks making a switch here. And Johnson drops them both. 5 ticks left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And so it's the Miami Heat ending the period.
That's how you play with your bench in the game. That's how you fucking play with your bench on the game. You might not even see my starters now today.
Back after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Miami leading by 23. Alvarado with a steal. Launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Diawara's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Clock at 6. Here's Johnson. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
And the second free throw is good. Knicks trail by 21. Now here's Alvarado. It's stolen by Johnson. It's stolen. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Good man. The defender really went after him.
First one falls for him. Hits both from the stripe. Heat leading by 19. Here's Smith. Another shot. They get the rebound. Outside Johnson. 5 on the clock. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And Johnson drops them both.
Once you go in the bathroom and look in the mirror and say, can you really play 2K?
And he dunks it. What a pass.
Can you really play 2K?
Good heads-up basketball. Season opening and capitalizes.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Johnson on the wing. Alvarado with a steal. Here's Diawara. Back to Shamet. Puts up a 3. Sinks the tray.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
It's Johnson with a drive. Can't cash it in from close range.
Trying to get these boys some playing time. Trying to know what they like and what they don't like. What pizza they like.
By Smith. Right side Jaquez. Knocks it loose. Alvarado with it. Guarded by Smith. Here's Diawara. Oh, no good on the layup. Left side Johnson. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. That's off. Knicks trail by 16. Oh, it misses. Oh, it's off. When you're
trying to make number 16 a star, baby. I know he got it in him.
Playing loose can help you and hurt you. They really need to tighten it up.
Heat leading by 16. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Nope. Shamet into the lane. Oh! Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
They're improving, but still find themselves behind.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to
Our bench been on the game all day, boy. All day.
Outside Johnson. Shoots a three. Oh, it doesn't go.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
We're going to make number 16 a star.
Point-blank range. He'd like that one back.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Heat.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
We refuse to let our starters play, bro. Refuse. You ain't seen them since the first quarter.
Difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now Smith.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Now Jaquez. Oh, the drop pass, and he
You want to make number 16 a star.
So no problem for Miami as they get the win. A competitive game, you have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.